Okay, guys, I'm back. Now, I have a few things that I do want to still do before the pour. That is this one because I had a couple of questions about it. Here you can see let me get you in focus. Here you see the website where you can buy these little critters, www.decopatch.com. These little animals, they come in all sorts and sizes. And this one was about €5, $5.95, I think. They're made in the Philippines, as it says on the back, but if you go to this website, you'll find them. They have chickens and dogs and pigs and all sorts of things, elephants, and some animals look better than these and some others, but you can just pick out anything you really like. And I pour it with any sort of acrylic paint. You don't need to gesso it because this paper really picks up that acrylic paint, sticks on there. I did the little gecko. I took one to the Frankfurt Messe, and a lot of people looked at it. They thought it was really cute. So that's where I get them. Now, another thing that I've promised is this website. Here you go. As you can see, these are two ladies that have made this beautiful website. It's called uniqueushop.com, and they have used some of my squishy squashes to make jewelry. Here you can see a pair of earrings with my squishes in them, and they have a lot of stuff because when you go to the website, you just click on the shop and then it says necklaces, earrings, whatever. You see a whole lot of stuff you can, oh, here it is, product categories. Arm cuffs, bracelets, dangle, drops, earrings, pendants, matching sets, necklaces, and you can see all kinds of stuff. And the ones that are made with Yuppos that I made, they will say Annemarie Ridderhof original, and you can choose them, but there are only one of a kind, so if you take this one, it'll be gone. Yeah, there are not a lot of them. They're all unique pieces, and I think that's why they named the shop uniqueushop.com. So there you go. If you want a special present for someone, then that's the place to go. So thank you for that. Now, here we are with our pour. I've prepared my canvas, put the little push pins under there so that the air can come under it, because I've also had a lot of questions about cracking. And there are many reasons for, while I'm doing this, guys, telling you about the cracking, I will be doing my silicone in the paint. Cracking is a little bit of a problem, and oh, it's raining again. So the thing is that when stuff cracks, it can be caused by a lot of things. The paint being too thick on the canvas is one, because the top will dry faster than the paint that's on the canvas. That could be a problem. When you're pouring over a previously poured painting, there is not much air coming up through the canvas, so that can cause cracking. Another reason is using a couple of brands together. I do that too. Sometimes I use a couple of brands together, but experience tells you when you can do that and when not. Some brands dry much quicker than other brands, and if you are at the end of that range, you'll get cracking, so you don't want to do that. And of course, if you dry it without the push pins, this canvas would lay flat on the table, and then no air would be able to come under it, so then, that could be a cause of cracking also. So you just want to figure it out. Look at your paint, make sure it's not too thick. And if you're going to be pouring on wood, you really want to watch out too. You don't want to have a really thick layer of paint on a solid surface, because usually that will give you a little bit of cracking too. On the other hand, I've seen many pieces where the cracking really adds to the piece. And I know that we don't, you're not expecting it. And then when you see it, you get all, disappointed because all those cracks. But sometimes they really add something special to the whole painting. So don't be too sad too quick because, sometimes it just, I think they call it serendipity when you by accident find out something cool or something like that. Serendipity. Okay. My paints are ready. I've got the silicone in here. What I've mixed up here is heavy body paint because, I just want to give it another go. And I might be, instead of doing the Winsor & Newton Galeria, I might be changing over to this heavy body stuff because I sort of like the vibrance of the colors. As you know, Galeria from Winsor & Newton is more of a student paint. It's not that much filled with pigments. When it dries, it sort of dries a little bit more muted than this high professional type of paint. Now, I know that people will say, yeah, right, but I can't pay for that paint. It's way too expensive. Well, I don't think it's too expensive, not this one. This is a Vallejo Professional Heavy Body Tube Paint. This is what comes in. It's 60 milliliters, and this is the smallest one. It also comes in 200 and 500 milliliters, and of course the bigger you go, the cheaper it gets. But as you can see, I have a full cup of paint, and here you go. You can hardly see. I pushed some out because you don't really need that much. Now, what I mixed it with is the new pouring medium. And now that I come to think of it, I don't think I've talked about that in the previous one about, the top coat. I'll get it. Now, the top coat that I used yesterday is this same thing. It's pouring medium. But as you can see here, it says new release. So this is the new stuff. And you can always try with the old pouring medium to do a top coat, but I just can't guarantee anything because this is a new formula. So when you get this one, the new one, then you'll know that you can also do the top coat with it, and you can use it as normal pouring medium. As you can see here, it has that little red thing on there, new formula. So this is what I used yesterday to do the top of the painting. Now, in this paint, first I watered it down with just plain water and made it thinner because when it comes out of a tube, it's pretty thick. So I just thinned it down. Then I added pouring medium, about 30%. And then I did some gloss medium, about 10 to 15%. And then I stirred it all up, made sure it was really nice and smooth. And I took my stick out like this, see if it's, the thickness I wanted. And I think I can really make that one a little bit thinner. But then, you just keep adding water until you get the exact consistency you want. This is fine. This one thickened up too. And what I have in here is just water. It's just I find the bottle just a little easier to handle than having it in some other thing. One of those little squirt bottles will also be really handy to have. And I have one, just can't find it anymore. I'm such a slob in my studio. Okay, that's great. That's great. Let's see what the white is doing. Yeah, that's okay. And what I'm going for is something that I'm going to manipulate the paint, I hope. I'm not sure. But that's what I'm going to go for. And please believe me when I say, when I start mixing paint, I'm usually not sure what I'm going to do with it or how I'm going to use it. And it's not like I'm totally organized before I make a video. So Don't think, you know, if you're not organized, don't think, oh, but Annemarie's so organized. No, she's not. Absolutely not. I just start out and I think, okay, let's take this paint today. And then I start picking colors, and that's how I go. Okay, we're ready. Okay, it all has the silicone in it. I told you what I put in it. The colors, you know, you just pick colors you like. I know a lot of people like me naming all the colors I use, but who cares? You know, you pick the colors that you like, not the ones I'm using. That's boring, right? Okay. Now, I'm going to do this freestyle. Yes, I am. And I'm going to make a mess. I'm pretty sure of that. Because this is something a little bit different than pouring it from a flip cup. I usually do the flip cups because I really like the, you know, that you have absolutely no control whatsoever. So I really like that. But sometimes you just want to have a little bit control, right? So that's what I'm going for. There we are. There are a few bubbles in there, but they'll be out in a bit because I am going to torch. My middle name is Torch, so can't do any art without torching, right? Okay, that's the first layer. Now, I'm going to do like Rick does, just pour it all on, and we'll see what happens. And in a bit, I'm going to come in with some squeegee thing. Going to squeegee it all over the place. Bright colors. Usually not my thing. I'm going to tell you the truth. It's not my thing. Because I like the, you know, the ocean colors. Okay, let's take a little one. Ooh, there it goes. Okay. I see some really nice cells appearing. And I like that. But I also am going to use a straw in a bit. And make sure that I don't have too much paint on my canvas. Then come back in with my white. Okay, that's it. Uh-oh, all my straws are gone. Oh no. I found one. I am making a really big mess. Okay. Let's see how it's going to come down, come over. Okay. This is the bit up here I really like. So I'm going to move that a little bit more. I think it's because of the red that I really like it. And I'm going to pull that right down like that. And I'm going to see what's going to happen when I torch it if I get some cells. Oh yeah, pretty. That is kind of cool. Now, what I've chosen to do with the stick is this. is kind of cool looking. I like this that I first let the cells create, and now I'm coming down with, maybe I should have did here a little bit because I didn't like that bit. Okay. And right down the middle here, because I don't like this either. That looks better. That's kind of what I was going for. Now I'm gonna let it move a little bit. Because you don't want the all those lines too straight and too uniform, because then all of a sudden it's not as cool anymore. I do like all that red, so I'm gonna try to move it back. And see what's happening up here. That is really beautiful. The only thing that right now I don't really like is all these green patches. They don't really speak to me like they should. So what I'm going to do is try to give them a little bit of a squish. Oops, shouldn't have done that. Okay. Oh yeah, that's pretty. A lot of cells in there. And I'm going to do that to the other parts too. That's nice, because that green is just too much in my face. I know it's a lot of bright colors, but a little bit too much green. And I don't want to go over here because I got some pretty cells. So I'm going to do that. And up here. Are you guys in focus? Pretty much. Okay, another torch. Now the thing about getting those cells back when you're doing this is that you really want to, if you put white on top, what you want to do is get it really thin, as a thin layer like that. Then you will get cells. Yep, that's pretty. I still think the red is the most beautiful part, with the orange and the yellow peeking through. I think that still is the prettiest of all. But I'm not really disappointed. And the thing is, when you're trying to do something you've seen, you're never gonna get it the first time. If you think you can just take the colors that Rick does and just do the same thing, it doesn't work like that. Let's face it, Rick is the master of this type of painting, and I think he always will be. Okay, I've got it nicely covered on 3 sides. Only here I see some canvas peeking through. I'm going to pull it down a bit. Okay, we got it covered. And I'm going to show you, there's a lot going on, but not those really big fat cells. There it is. A couple of cells there, a couple on the other side. I really like this bit here, this thing going on up here. I should have avoided the all the green. I think that would have made it just a little bit better piece. And of course you can still, if you think, okay, I'm still not really happy with it, you can still pull it through the sticks. Because as long as it's wet, you can still do things with it. But I don't want to disrupt all these cells that I've got in here, because I kind of like those. And that's about, oh, maybe this bit here. I would like a couple more cells there. Let's see if we can make that happen. Okay. Yep, we got some more cells there. Okay, that's it. I have my paper ready to put it away, to let it dry. I can live with that. Now I have a lot of paint left over. I also didn't change in my new, in my old painting bathrobe. I'm sure some of you guys saw that, but I just want to see what this stuff does when I torch it. The cells are okay, but tiny, as you can see here, very tiny. Let it come down a bit to make them a little bit bigger. There you go. I'm just not fond of these colors. That's just me. Maybe some people like it, I don't know, but I don't. So now I want to do one more test, because this is the heavy body and I still have some paint here from yesterday. This is the Galeria. I'm gonna put some brands together. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna get. And I want some white. That's that. A little bit of green. Not too much. And I want a clean palette knife. And see what we're gonna get when we do this. Let it run down a bit. Yeah, that's it. All of a sudden then it all comes to life, and I really love these colors. Now, I'll get you in close here. Look at that. Why doesn't get in focus? Come on, there you go. This I like. This is beautiful down here. I'm gonna do that one again. Because I really like the interaction with the colors. So we're gonna put on, now let's do it in the middle. The blue, little bit of light blue. Little bit of Galeria turquoise, then then the green turquoise in the middle of that, then the green in the middle of that, and the white. Ooh, there's a little bit of brown in there, a little bit of contamination. Now let's see what we can do. Ooh, I really love that color. The green really goes really well with the turquoise. I'm gonna ask Vallejo to make that in fluid. That color is gorgeous. Is that beautiful or what? I am really over the moon with these colors, especially that green. That green really sets off the turquoise. Okay, one more. Just have to. Let's do a squish. Yeah. Little squishy. Pouring the dark one. A little bit of that light blue. Then turquoise. I'm going to do that right over the top. And of course the white. Then take the other one. Oops. Oh, I love those colors. They are so beautiful. Wow. This is just so bright and fresh and really beautiful. I love it. Wow, I love those colors, really. I think that's what I've been missing in the Vallejo fluid. A nice bright green, like that color, this one here. That one, I love that color. Get you in close. Really, really beautiful. Okay, last one, and then I'm gonna clean up because as you can see, you know, I'm not too, it's pretty, it has cells, but you know, I'll take greens and blues over colors anytime. Really, I would. Let's put some white to start. Blue, turquoise, green. This is on a little bit thicker. As you can see, it's a lot thicker than the other one. But what I'd like to do is make these cells go really big. See, that's nice. And then make them come down. Just stretch them out. Sometimes I like stretching them to see if they keep intact. There you go. See that? That is really stretched, all intact, and that's what I'm looking for. It has a lot to do with the quality of the paints and the quality of the medium. That's nice. Let's keep that one too. Now I'm really running out of space, but got to do one more because I want to do something else. I'm gonna see if I can blow that all over the place. The green and that one. A little bit more white. This time I want a lot of white. Okay. Also very thick. And make it come down, make it a little bigger. Nope, not working. I can see it right away. So I'm gonna give it a squish with this thing. Go. See this, the more you pull over it, you'll see that the cells are getting smaller. I really have to hold it up close to the camera for you to see the cells, and that's because I was really manipulating that paint a lot, and that's what you then get. You know, there's less definition in the cells and they do get smaller, so that's what you want to watch out for. Now if I were to do a swipe, oh, this is going to be a really long video, but who cares? I've got weekend. I'm going to do one more. Should have had that one a little darker. I would have really liked that. Okay, let me put some on there. Ooh, it's already selling up right now. That's cool. Then I'm going to put some white. Clean off my palette knife again. There we go. I really like this one. Look at these here, these cells there. They have a little light green center. That's what I really love. Just love that. But the paint is pretty thick. I'll just leave it like that. Okay guys, that's it for me for today. So that's my second video for today. I'm gonna clean all this mess up. I will, because someone, wait a minute, get you in focus there. You might, you know, get a headache if I leave you out of focus. I'm gonna put these paints away and I'm gonna leave this all here and not clean up. I might be doing one of those videos from up close where I, you know, manipulate the paint, because I think you guys really like that. I'm gonna try and get you in close. Whoops, let's see. Yeah, there you go. Just to show you, because a lot of people enjoy me doing that. There it is, see? Zippity, zippity. But it's not really in focus. Is there some other paint? See how fast it goes muddy? Because you asked for it, me doing that on the table. Just one more. Then I'm really gonna stop because I have to have some dinner. There it is. Okay guys, that's it for today. I'll all see you back tomorrow, and that's when we do a lot of fun stuff. I might even do a marbling video, might even do a watercolor video, who knows. And I'm gonna do the varnishing, that's for sure, because they have to be out sometime next week. So thanks all for watching, love you all to pieces. Liebe euch alle, hou voor jullie allemaal. See you in the next video, bye bye.